I know that not calling the politics kafir nullifies one's Islam. Now there are, as I live in Bangladesh, I used to watch Bollywood movies. There are uh, Muslim actors who married Hindu women in Hindu way. They follow Hindu religion, also Muslim religion, and they they celebrate the festivals. Their wives are Hindu, but they don't consider their marriage as haram. Now, I want to know, if I don't consider them as kafir, will I be a kafir or not? I don't understand.
Okay, your question is very clear. Am I obliged to go and label people, whether they're kafir or not, based on their lifestyle? This is your question. And unfortunately, you have a lot of issues. Number one, it's your sin to watch such Bollywood stars. It's your sin to follow up, I don't know what it's called, TMZ or whatever, programs that talks about their lives. It's your sin that you keep on digging in their lifestyle. You should be a proper Muslim and stay away from all of this. Let this be aside. It's not our main concern. What is our main concern? I have an option, either to say that this actor who's married to a Hindu actress or a woman who has idols in his home, who has this and that, and he says, it's up to my children whether to grow up Muslims or Hindus. I have an option, either to say he's a kafir, or he's not a kafir, he's a Muslim. Now, assume I took one of these decisions, and on the day of judgment, Allah Azza wa Jal is holding me to account. Why did you call him a kafir? I would say, for the following reasons, O Allah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is my stance then, if Allah said to me that, yes, but this guy was ignorant, this guy was delusional, this guy had 3 muftis with longer beards than Sheikh Asim, telling him that what he's doing is right, and he has no knowledge in the Quran, and everybody around him was telling him that this is part of Islam. So you gave takfir to someone who's a Muslim, but he's an ignorant. What are you going to say? This is stance 1. Stance 2 is, you come on the day of judgment and say, what do you say about this person? Allah is not going to ask you, why didn't you label this actor as a kafir? Because you're not a judge. This is not your mission and vision in Islam, on earth. Your mission and vision is to worship Allah Azza wa Jal, not to go around and say, okay, Abdullah is kafir, Muhammad is not, Ali is kafir, Ahmad is not. It's not my job. I'm not the religious police. So if Allah will not ask you about him, and even if he asks you about him, you say, I don't know. I don't know the guy personally. I just read an article on a newspaper. Maybe it's true, maybe it's wrong. So I refrained. Is Allah going to punish you? The answer is no. Then what's the moral of this answer? The moral of this answer is, number 1, it is not your job to hold people accountable or to label them. Now, is what this person doing right? Definitely not. If he were to come and ask me, I'll explain to him that what he's doing is an act of apostasy based on the Quran and the Sunnah. But he doesn't know me. He doesn't care about me. I don't care about him. So mind your own business, first of all. Second of all, third of all, who's counting? I don't know. The third point or the fourth point or whatever is that a lot of the Muslims take this one of the nullifiers of the 10 nullifiers of Islam, and they say who does not label a kafir as a kafir is a kafir. And they start whispering to themselves and getting these OCD intrusive thoughts. What are you guys doing? You're killing yourselves. Said, oh, we found this in one of the 10 nullifiers of Islam. But it's not practiced as you think it is. In order to label someone as a kafir, there are conditions that must be fulfilled. If they're not fulfilled, he's not a kafir. And there are obstacles that must be eliminated. If they're not eliminated, he's not a kafir. Have you done this exercise? Nope. So you're just shooting from the hip? and classifying people to be, yeah, Sheikh, but he's married to a Hindu. It's none of your business. You don't know why he married her. You don't know if he knows it's haram or not. Therefore, I advise my brothers and sisters to stay away from giving takfir to people. It's not your job. If you were put in a position where you had to make a decision because this is a close relative, then you have to follow the procedure of the obstacles and the conditions.